Hey everyone, this is Russell Brunson. I want to welcome you guys to the webinar for today. I am so excited for this webinar. I was actually up last night till about 2 in the morning preparing this for you guys, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you get a lot of good ideas out of it, and it's just going to be awesome. So before we get started, I know we've got, the lines are slammed. We're probably about a minute away from completely maxing out these lines. If you guys are on, you can hear me, please go to the question box and just say yes. One time I did a webinar and I was on for almost 35 minutes before I realized that nobody could hear me, and it was really embarrassing. So, all right, looks like you guys can hear me. Good, good, good. Hello, hello, hello. Awesome. Okay, well, then I think we should just jump right into this. I got a lot to cover today, and this is going to be an intensive webinar. So what I recommend doing is get out a pad of paper, a pen, whatever you need to take notes, because we're going to be covering a lot of things. And if you've ever been through any of my trainings, you know I talk way too fast. I would try to slow it down, but then we'd be here for hours and hours and hours, and I want to try to get this to you guys in the next probably 60 to 90 minutes or so. Should be enough to cover what you're going to be learning today with Affiliate Evolution. So that is the game plan. Now, when I promoted this webinar, just some things I talked about how there are a lot of people doing affiliate marketing right now. We've been doing affiliate marketing for almost 10 years now, which is kind of crazy to me. But usually as an affiliate, you're trying to make a certain amount of money for every click you send. So if you send 100 clicks to the website, you want to make, let's say, $100. Okay, we call that an earnings per click, and I'll talk more about that here in a minute. But most affiliate marketers, when they go out there, and it depends on which niche you're in, which industry, but in like work from home, how to make money industry, we were always trying to get between $1 and $2 for every click that we send. So if I send 1,000 clicks, I'm looking to make between $1,000 and $2,000. If I send 10,000 clicks, I'm looking to make between $10,000 and $20,000. That was kind of always our the range we were shooting for. And a little while ago, I actually stumbled upon something that was kind of interesting. I actually did it just almost as a test. I didn't think it was going to work. We sent out about 1,138 clicks, and from those clicks, less than 1,200 clicks, we made $127,000. And if you do the math on that, it was about $112 per click. And I was so confused at first because I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Logically, if this actually works, I'm going to be able to make insane amounts of money. And so I started looking at what we promoted and why it worked and how it worked. And we started looking at all the numbers, and we started making some tweaks, and we changed the funnel a little bit. And I talked to some other guys who were doing similar things. In fact, I met one guy who had created a funnel kind of similar to this. And his funnel, he was averaging $20,000 a day in sales, and he wasn't even sending that much traffic. And I thought, man, this is really, really cool. And so this started about a 6-month journey for me, really looking at how to create the correct type of funnel for this. And right now, the funnel we built is getting us about $200 per click is what we're making off of it, which is really, really, really exciting for me, especially since most of the clicks we're spending less than $1 for. So that's what's kind of cool. Now, one thing I do want to kind of preface is that we don't make the $200 click like point of sale like immediately. This is usually happening over a 30 to 60 day period of time, but it's all about the funnel and how the whole thing works. So it's pretty exciting and pretty cool. And that's kind of what this entire presentation is about, is the evolution of affiliate marketing. I feel like I stumbled upon something, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would be interested in knowing what that is. And so that's the game plans I'm going to kind of share with you guys. So if you're interested in learning that, please give me a heck yeah over in the comment box. I want to make sure you guys are into that. Because I don't know about you, but the game of arbitrage is interesting. If I can spend $1 and make $200, I want to play that game all day long. And I want a bunch of you guys to play with me. So that's the game plan. Okay. All right. Well, let's just jump right into this then. So a couple big promises and some cool stuff. There are 2 cool reasons why you want to watch this entire webinar to the end. Actually, there's 3. The first one is I'm going to give you some amazing just content, stuff that people would pay $100 for or more. I'm going to give it to you for free. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that at the end of this presentation, I'm actually going to give you guys resale rights to my new product called Affiliate Evolution, which is awesome. So just by watching this webinar, you will get resale rights to this product and the funnel that kind of comes behind this product. And I'll show you guys that here during the webinar. But again, you get resale rights to that product. So if you want resale rights to the product, you've got to stay on to the end of the webinar. I'm going to show you how to get those. It's not going to cost you any extra money. You'll just get it because you are hanging out with me on the webinar today. And then number 2, and this is more of a question for you guys, who here would be interested in me personally writing a check every single month for $10,000 to promote your affiliate link? And what if I did that without you ever giving me even a dime? Who here would be interested in that? If you're interested in me writing a check for 10 grand a month to promote your business, please say heck yeah in the comment box on the side. Okay, I'm getting some profanities. That's good. You guys are excited. Awesome. Okay, we got a lot of good feedback. Okay, so this is also another free gift you guys will get just for watching this webinar to the end. I will be writing checks every single month for $10,000, at least for the next year. I'm committed to at least a year. And if you are on this webinar to the end, you will find out how to be able to jump in that. And basically, I'll write a check and it'll drive ads to your site. So pretty cool. And again, it's not going to cost you anything. So stick around. This webinar is going to be cool. Plus, you get those two added extra awesome bonuses. Okay, so you guys ready to get started? I need to hear at least 100 people saying yes before we get started. We got a lot of you guys on the line. Okay. Okay, I think we just shot past 100 saying yes. All right. Okay, get out your pad of paper, guys, and get ready to take notes. We're ready to jump right into this. So I'm going to walk you guys through 5 different types of evolution. And the first one we're going to talk about is called Homer evolution. Now, this right here is one of my favorite pictures. It starts at the bottom with Monkeys Etiolatus, then it moves up to Chimpus imbecillus, then Apius stupius, then Neanderslav, and then Homo sapien. Okay, and this is the evolution of Homer. And the reason why I wanted to show you guys this picture because it has everything to do with what we're talking about today. This is probably one of the biggest reasons why some of you guys are not successful online yet. And the first time I actually heard this is one of my friends. His name's Nathan Jurevitz, and Nathan is in the real estate market. And if you've ever seen him, he's got like leopard print hair. And we were hanging out at a seminar one time, and he was talking. He said, "Look, I always tell my students that they have to learn not to be homers if they want to make money in this business." And he says, homers are the kind of people that you look at. What does Homer Simpson do all day? He sits there, he drinks beer, things happen to him, he gets excited, he's just caught up in whatever is right in front of his face, right? People like Homer get acted upon, okay? And most of us in our lives, in different aspects in our life, we all act like Homer. Kind of a good example of this, I did a very Homer move a little while ago. I consider myself a Homer sapien in the real estate market. I was at a real estate seminar. And you guys know I'm an internet guy, right? And internet's nice, low startup, high margins, everything's exciting. But I was at this seminar, and there was half the speakers were internet marketing speakers, including me, and half were real estate speakers. And so I'm listening to internet dudes, and I'm kind of hanging out, and then all of a sudden a real estate speaker got up there, and she starts speaking about real estate. And me, outside of my element, is hearing this thing, and I'm getting so excited and caught up in this thing, and I get so pumped up about real estate. I think it's the greatest thing in the world. I'm ready to turn off the internet and just become a real estate investor. And I'm just going through this presentation. I get all excited. I go and I buy the course. I come home, and shortly thereafter, I bought 6 houses. Not one house, not 2, not even 4 or 5. I bought 6 houses in St. Louis, Missouri, because I was so caught up in what was happening and the excitement and the passion and the shiny objects and what the future of what it could be. And I got so excited, so I went and bought these 6 houses out in Missouri because I was so caught up in the hype and the excitement. Okay, nothing wrong with that. That's how all of us get into buying moods when we end up buying. But then fast forward to today. I am stuck with 6 houses out in Missouri that I hate with a passion. Luckily, I got rid of 3 of them. Basically, I have to pay people $30,000 to $50,000 to take my houses back from me, so I don't have to deal with them. The other 3 that I still have left, one of them, the renter that I have, actually, I got a letter from the city of Missouri, or from the city of St. Louis, Missouri, probably about 6 months ago or so, saying that my tenant was flashing the 90-year-old neighbor across the street, and she was filing complaints. And then he also went and vandalized her car and a couple other things. So as any good tenant would do, or any good landlord would do, or maybe I should say slumlord, as any good slumlord would do, I decided to evict my tenant. So I filed the paperwork, did the whole process, like, hey, please leave my house, you're offending all of our neighbors. And he decided to leave the house, thankfully. But on his way out, he took a sledgehammer to all of the walls, knocked them all in, and then stole all my piping and sold it for a profit. And my rental house, which was cash flowing me a whopping $120 a month, ended up costing me about $10,000 to get it back into rentable shape. And that is just one of my 3 horrible properties. I have 2 other ones Same situation. We sent a property management team to go out there and actually to watch one of them. And the property management lady called us back and said, she's like, went to your house, and the cop that's stationed outside of your, around the corner outside of your door, told me that this was the scariest place on earth and that no women should ever come down here again. Therefore, I'm sorry to tell you, Russell, but I will not any longer be able to help you with your property management. So those are the issues. That's like when the dust settles, that's the reality. And I was a homer. I got so excited. I was so caught up in the moment that I let this whole thing happen to me, and I wasn't looking at it from a logical standpoint. Okay. Now, what I want you guys to understand, my whole concept of this homer evolution, I want you all to understand, is that all of us right now, and a lot of you guys on this webinar right now, you're kind of caught in this stage right now. You're probably on a dozen people's email lists or more, and every day you're getting emails about this product or that product or about this new opportunity or that. And I'm a culprit of that as well, because that's how I make my money. That's how a lot of people make money, is by promoting and selling opportunities. And the problem is, if you're stuck in the middle, just like I was in this real estate thing, and you're seeing the hype and the excitement, you get caught up in this, it's really easy to get distracted and just kind of run on this shiny object path where you never actually make any money and you never get anything done. Okay? And you need to be able to step out of that hype and realize that it's time to evolve. Okay? No longer are you guys going to be people who are being marketed to. You need to break away and realize that you are a marketer. Okay? Does that make sense? You need to stop being homers and stop getting so caught up in everything that's happening, and step out and say, look, I realize that this product coming along, like for me, when a cool product comes along, the product's important, but what's more important is that opportunity something that I can sell? If that makes sense. So you need to step back away from all this hype and look at the opportunity as what it is. Is this a good product that's going to sell, that's going to convert? And that's how you should be making your judgments. Okay. There's a really cool story about kind of this topic. Back in early America, I believe it was in San Francisco, back during the gold rush time, there was a guy named Sam Brennan. And Sam was a brilliant entrepreneur, just like all of us on the webinar right now. And Sam had this idea. He saw that all these Homo sapiens were out there, and they were excited by gold, right? They saw all this gold that was happening, and he thought, you know what, I've got a strategy that I'm going to do to actually make some money. And so what Sam did is he went to all of the stores in San Francisco, and he bought up all of the picks and the axe and the shovels, and he bought all of the available inventory and brought them back to his shop. Then he went and he got some gold and put it in his hand, and he started running around the street saying, there's gold in the American River, there's gold in the American River. And all of a sudden, all these Homo sapiens ran out, freaking out, saying, there's gold, there's gold. And they ran around trying to find picks and axes and shovels. And guess what? Sam was the only person that had the tools to make money in that time. So they bought the picks, the axes, shovels from Sam Brennan, went up there and started mining gold in the mountains and in the rivers. And guess what? Sam Brennan became the first millionaire in San Francisco's history. Okay? Now, there's a lot of really powerful, important lessons here. Okay? Who's making the money in the situation? Is it the Homo sapiens who are running around chasing the magic opportunity, or is it the person who's providing and creating the opportunity? Okay, that's really kind of the key concept here, guys. If you want to make money in this opportunity market that all of you are playing in right now, you need to evolve past being a homer, and you need to evolve and become someone like Sam Brennan, who is selling the tools, who is part of this process. Okay, and if you guys can evolve away from being a homer into that mindset and stop being marketed to, but understand that you are marketers, and step up and take that mantle and say, yes, I am a marketer. I'm going to be selling products, as opposed to I am a Homo sapien who's going to be buying products and getting caught up in the hype. That's when you can really start having success. Okay, and that's really a key, you guys. That this mindset shift, when you make this shift from being a Homo sapien to being a marketer, and you make that shift, it's going to be huge for most of you guys. Okay, it's the reason why a lot of you guys are not successful right now, and that's why I wanted to start this presentation with this, because this evolution of yourself, your personal self, is how you're going to be successful in this business. Okay. All right. So again, step number one here is that you need to evolve. You need to step out of being marketed to and realize that you are a marketer. The second thing is, when a new shiny object comes along, do not look at the shiny object as this magic shiny object. Look at that shiny object as an offer. Okay. For me and for all the internet marketing gurus who are out there, when we see a product that comes out, we're looking at it as an offer. This is an offer, and is that going to convert? Are people going to purchase that? Okay. Is that something people actually want? And if you look at it from that mindset as opposed to being caught up in the hype, that's how you're going to be successful. Okay, you guys, that is the key. Okay, so I want everyone on the webinar right now to make a commitment to me. The commitment says, I will no longer be a homer. I've evolved from a Homo sapien into a marketer. Okay, so I want you guys all go in the chat box right now, and I want you to type in, I am no longer a Homo sapien. I am now a marketer. Okay, I'll give you a second. It's kind of long to type out. You can type in, I am no longer a Homo sapien. I am now a marketer. Okay, they're coming in now. Awesome. Okay, was that helpful for you guys? I really wanted to start that mindset stuff because if you do that, you guys, I promise you it's going to make this whole business so much easier for you. Also, we had this really cool Homer evolution picture, which really fit the theme of what we're trying to do on this whole webinar. So between those two things, I thought the Homer stuff was really valuable for us to start with. Okay, so let's move on. Secret number 2, affiliate evolution. I also thought this was a pretty cool picture. So what I want to show you guys is that for most affiliates, there's an evolution of what's going to be happening. Okay, and all you guys are different points right now in this evolution. Okay, and so I'm going to walk through all 4 points of these because if you understand all 4 of them, you can see where you are and see what you need to get to the next level of evolution. Okay, so the first phase of evolution is what I call the newbie. Okay, and we used to run big workshops here in Boise 4 times a year. People paid $5,500 to come to them, and it still shocked me. People would come in, and the biggest excuse people gave to why they were not successful was this: well, I'm just newbie. I'm just learning this stuff. Okay, and it used to drive me crazy. There are people who have been trying this internet marketing thing for 3 years and say, well, I'm just a newbie. Okay, I want you guys all right now to promise and commit to me that you will not use this BS excuse anymore for why you're not successful. As of right now, what you've just learned in the first 17 minutes of this webinar so far, you guys are no longer newbies. Okay, there's no longer an excuse for any of you guys. Okay, because the newbie is the person that sits behind the computer. They're kind of like the Homo sapien. I'm a newbie, so I'm going to learn. So I'm going to go buy everything. And they just get into this information overload where they're buying and they're buying and they're reading and they're studying, but they never do anything. Okay, and you need to get out of this phase as quick as you can. The longer you stay in this phase, the longer you're going to be in a cycle of unsuccess, and you're just not going to be happy in this business. Okay, the problem with the newbie is usually they end up spending a couple $1,000s on info products. They never had any success and they quit and they go back to their job. And usually the newbie, this person right here, is the one that tells you that internet marketing is a scam. This is the guy or the gal who posts a blog post saying, I tried that internet thing, but it's a scam. Okay, it's not because it's a scam, it's because they didn't put forth the effort. They got in a cycle of buying and not a cycle of doing. Okay, again, they're Homo sapiens. We need to not let ourselves be that, you guys. So if you are in this stage, if you are a newbie, first off, you're no longer a newbie. We just graduated you from this part of evolution. You're no longer someone who's just buying and learning and getting in this information overload phase. It's time to start doing, okay? And that's another big thing I want to focus on, you guys. Okay, when you shift from learning to doing, that's when you're going to start making money. I promise you, on this webinar right now, there are people listening to this who know so much more than me about internet marketing, but guess what? I make a crap load more money than you because I'm doing it. Okay, the biggest key, you guys, is just stop learning and just go out there and do it. That's really the key. I remember one of my very first events I ever went to. I had a chance to speak, and I got there and I spoke about my potato gun DVD and how I made it, how I launched it, I was making some money, and it was really cool, right? After that, I had this guy come up to me, and the guy you could tell was very, very intelligent, college educated. I think he was a professor at a college, and he came up to me and he had this huge binder, like this 4-inch thick binders, and he pulled it out. He said, hey, Russell, check this out. And I opened it up, and every single page, there's probably, 500 or 600 pages in this binder of thick paper and every page had an entire niche broken down where he had looked at the research, the keywords, the magazines, everything you think about, and he had probably 400 or 500 of these that he had personally done on his own because he was trying to figure out what the perfect niche was. And he had spent years putting this whole thing together. I said, what are you doing? He said, well, I just want to make sure that when I get started, I pick the perfect niche. So I did research on all these topics to figure out what the best one was. And I looked at him, and I looked at his book, and I shut the book, and I said, pick one paper out of here. I don't care which one it is. Pick any of them and just do it. Like, the reason why I'm making more money than you is not because I'm smarter than you. It's not because I'm more intelligent. It's not because of anything except for that instead of just sitting around thinking and waiting, I am doing. And that's the key, you guys. So Phase number one is the newbie who's just learning, and we need to get out of that phase as quick as possible. Okay. Phase number two is what I call the hustler. And the hustler is someone who actually starts making a little bit of money online. I call this person the hustler because when I first hit this phase, I started feeling like I was a hustler. I was doing little things here and there, and boom, I'd make a little bit of money. I still remember my very first commission check I ever made. I was going to school at Boise State University. I was in the computer lab, and a $20 commission had came through to my PayPal account. I had sold this software thing, and I was freaking out excited. My wife and I we took that $20, we went out to dinner. I think we went to Sizzler actually, which, for me at the time, Sizzler was like the fanciest restaurant in the world. We had like all you can eat steak, and we had ice cream. Like, it was awesome. And then the next day the guy refunded and I lost my $20. But it was awesome. And that was kind of where I was first at this hustling stage. And I was doing projects here and there, and I was just making a little bits of money here and a little bits of money there. And it's a really fun stage. This is where, for a lot of you guys, this is where the internet becomes real, because you actually do something and you see money come back. Now, typically, at least for me, I would spend 4 or 5 or 6 weeks and then make $100 or $1,000 or little bits here and there. So the ratio was kind of off. Like, if you look at like how much I was making per hour, it was kind of like that movie Napoleon Dynamite. If you guys have seen that movie, and one of my favorite scenes is Napoleon starts working for that chicken factory, and he works all day, and they pay him, they hand him like a handful of like quarters and pennies and stuff, and he counts it all out, and he does the math, and he sits up and he goes, "That's like $1 an hour." And that's kind of how I felt with the internet thing. Like I was only making probably 20-30 cents an hour based on how much time I put in, but I was making money, and that's all that mattered to me. Was I was hustling, and I was having some success. I was making sales here and there, and I was fired up. And I didn't care if I was only making 20 cents an hour. I was having some success, and I was hustling for it. And it was, every time a little payday would come in, it was like the greatest thing in the world. Okay. Now, a lot of you guys are probably in this phase. And this phase is fun. The problem with this phase is, after a while, if you're married, your spouse will say, "Why are we working for 20 cents an hour? You should go get a real job." And so you can't stay in this phase forever. But it's a really fun stage, because this is where you move from a newbie to someone who's actually getting some tangible success. And after you go through this phase, the hustler phase, you're pretty much ruined for life. Like, you can never go out there and get a job again, because every time you get a job, you're going to be angry at your boss because you know that they're making money off of your time. And so if you get in this phase so far, if you've hit this phase, you're pretty much ruined, you guys. So it's essential that you keep moving forward. If you're in the newbie phase, you can still quit, go back to your job, and you think it's a scam, so the rest of the world doesn't matter. But if you hit this, you know it's not a scam, you know you made some money, you are just completely ruined for life. Who here on the webinar has been ruined? And this is not a bad thing. I'm just curious, who here is ruined? Who here has had a little taste of success, and you know there's nothing else in the world you ever want to do besides this? Okay, if that's you, say yes in the chat box right now. All right, we've got some hustlers who are completely destroyed. We ruined you guys. That's good though, because I promise you, those of you guys who are still in the newbie phase and haven't had success, life over here on this side is so much more fun, and you're going to really enjoy it. Okay, so phase 2 is the hustler. Phase number 3 now is where we shift over to the internet marketer, and this is where you start actually turning this into a real business. This is where it's no longer you're hustling for money here and there, but this becomes your real thing. This is a full-time job, and this is where you're putting your 8, 10, 20, 40 hours a day in, is on this, because this is your business and this is your thing. And that's when you become the internet marketer. Now, this is where a lot of people sit at for a long time. This is where I was at for years and years and years. Before we kind of found out this whole the next phase of evolution, which I'm going to be showing you guys here in a minute. But the internet marketer understands some really important things. First thing, to understand this concept. This right here, if you look at it, this is how a typical sales funnel works. Okay, and I'm going to drag my mouse over here so you can see it. So a sales funnel starts over here with you buying some kind of traffic. Okay, it could be solo ads, it could be Facebook ads, whatever it is, but you're buying traffic. And you drive that traffic to a squeeze page. Now, a squeeze page, for those who don't know, is one of those little tiny little tiny websites that say, "Give me your email address, and I'll give you something cool." Okay, some people call them landing pages, squeeze pages, it's all the same thing. But you drive people to this squeeze page, and those people give you their email address. Okay. Now, if you haven't heard this yet, your email list, that is the gold in this business. That's where you start making money. Okay. For me, when I first got started, I heard people talk about an email list all the time, but it wasn't until I had my own that I realized that having an email list really is like printing money. every day I send an email out to my list, and every single day I make money when I do. Some days I make a lot of money. With the emails we send out, we've made over $100,000 just from sending out an email. Okay, but it doesn't start that way. At first, you got a small list, and you have to start building it. The metric that I like to share with people, because it's not always accurate, but it's kind of a good gauge to go by, is that you're going to make on average about $1 for every single name on your list per month. So, for example, when I had 1,000 people on my email list, I was making about $1,000 a month. When I had 10,000 people on my email list, I was making about $10,000 a month. When I hit 100,000 people on my email list, I was making about $100,000 a month, and it's gone on from there. Okay, so for all you guys, your goal is to start building this list, and the way you do that is you simply set up a squeeze page, you buy traffic, you drive it to that squeeze page, they join your list, and boom, now they're on your list. Now you can sell stuff to them. Now, typically, after they go through a squeeze page, they're redirected over here to a primary offer. This is where you're selling them some kind of product, and then they start getting emails each day where you start promoting that offer, and you start trying to sell that offer, right? And after a little while, then you transition to a different offer. Okay, maybe this is another one of your products. And you spend a couple days promoting the second offer, and you transition to the third offer, and so on. And that's kind of how this whole internet marketing game works. Okay, that's what a typical internet marketer understands. Now, the other thing they understand really well is what we call earnings per click. Okay, now you need to write this one down. This is the key metric to this whole entire business is earnings per click, or EPC. What that means is if I get a click, so let's say I buy an ad on Facebook and I get somebody to click on that, how much money do I make from that click on average? Okay, so if I send 1,000 clicks to a website and I make $1,000, that means my earnings per click was $1 per click. Okay, now do you guys think do you think that that's good or bad? $1 per click, is that good or bad? Okay, I see some goods over here, I see some bads over here. Okay, the answer is it depends on how much you paid for that click. Okay, if I make $1 per click and I spend $1 per click, I broke even. Okay, I may have gotten some, acquired some customers and some, started building my list. So if so, I probably am going to make some money on that. But if I spend $2 a click and I only make $1, that's not a good thing. In fact, oh, this is embarrassing. I wish you could see my cell phone right now. I got a text today from my friend Michelle, who is a Facebook queen. She's amazing, and we were running some Facebook ads the other day, and 2 days ago we spent $100 on a click through Facebook. And we missed it somehow. I don't know what we'd set up wrong, but we just blew it, right? We just totally screwed up. We spent $100 on a click, and she said, "Russell, did you see your account? You spent $100 on a click. I just changed your something." And we looked at that, and we'd spent $100 on a click. So I don't care if I'd have made $75 EPC. I still lost $25 on that click. Okay, and so the earnings per click are important because the step number one is you figure, because what we're trying to do in internet marketing, this is this pitch right here. We try to put $1 into a website, and out the other side comes out $2. Okay, if you can do that, that becomes a really fun game we call arbitrage. You put $1 in, you get $2 back out. Okay, so when I find a product or I find an offer, okay, again, I'm not going to be a Homer sapien. I'm a marketer. I look at an offer and I contact the person. I say, what's the average earnings per click that your affiliates are getting? And they say, well, most of our affiliates are averaging 80 cents a click. I say, okay, well, if I can buy traffic for 50 cents a click, I'm in business now because I can put 50 cents in and make 80 cents out. If you can do that, how often are you guys going to do that? You're going to do it all day long, right? It becomes a very fun game. And that's literally what internet marketing is, you guys. It's not more complicated than that. Okay, if you come back and you find an offer and they say, hey, it's paying out $4 a click, and you can buy clicks for $1 a piece, then boom, you're in good business. Okay, and that's why what I'm sharing with you guys is so exciting because, like I said, this funnel, this process I'm going through, we were averaging, it still blows my mind, $112 per click on the first campaign, and now from tweaks we've been able to get up to about $200 per click. Okay, so we put $1 in and make $200 back out. That's even more exciting, right? But we'll talk about that here in a minute. But for right now, I want you to understand that a good internet marketer, they understand this, and that's how they're playing this game. They're finding an offer, they're seeing what the EPCs are, and they try to buy ads for less than what the EPCs are. And if they can, then boom, they're going to make money. Does that make sense, you guys? So that is the internet marketing game that we're all playing, the whole affiliate marketing game. Okay. Now, the next phase of this, and this is really what the core of this presentation is for today, is what I call the super affiliate. This is where you break out of just making $1 a click or $3 a click, but figure out a system and figure out a way to make $50 a click or $20 a click or $100 a click or more. Because when you do that, that's when you really hit the last stage of evolution. If you look at my business, you guys, if you look at 3 years ago, we were really stuck in this phase. Okay, we were promoting a lot of offers, a lot of people's products, and it was working well for us. If you look at our business now, we on average only promote probably 6 other outside offers to our list besides our own products in a year. Okay, and the reason why is because the offers that we are promoting, we have figured out ways to get such high EPCs that we don't have to worry about getting affiliates and doing all this other stuff. We make more money by doing it this way. And that's kind of the big secret I want to reveal to you guys today, and I hope you are going to love it. Okay, so the big secret here with there's actually a couple of parts. I want to make sure as I show this to you, you stay on, because I'm going to show you guys the system part of it, and then there's a whole follow-up and a traffic part that tie into this to make us get the $200 EPC. Okay, it's not just from sending. It's not like, Russell, what's that magic offer that gives me $200 EPC? It's not that. That's a piece of it. There's like 4 stages of that, so I want to make sure you're paying attention for the whole thing. Okay, all right. So the super affiliate. This is kind of the backstory behind how this whole thing happened for us. We've been promoting a lot of different offers, and we created a new site, which a lot of you guys know what it is. It's called .com Secrets X, and it's a new membership site we launched, and it was doing really, really well. I think we added like 20,000 members in the first 2 months, and it's just grown from there. It's been an amazing experience. People love it. So that was .com Secrets X, and I was trying to figure out other ways I could promote it. And I remember when I first got started online, there was a guy named Stone Evans, and Stone had this website called the Plug-in Profit site. And I think I have a picture. Oh, I'll come back to that. So he had this site called the Plug-in Profit site. And what it was it was a free website he would give away. You'd come to his site, and he'd build you a website for free. It didn't cost you anything. But on that website, there were 5 products that it promoted. And all 5 of those products were paid affiliate programs. So you had to join all 5 of them, and then give your links to Stone, and he would go build you a website. And so, so I remember when I first got started, that was one of the first programs I ever saw, and I joined all 5 of them, and I started driving traffic, and I made some money. But back then, I didn't really know what I was doing, but I made some money from it, and it was cool. And so when we launched .com Secrets X, I went back to Stone, and I said, Stone, you still have your site here, it looks cool. What would it take to make .com Secrets X one of these 5 products? And so we did some negotiating, and about 3 or 4 months later, we were able to put .com Secrets X into his system. And after we did that, I actually sent an email to promote it, and I'll show you the results here in a second. But they were crazy good, and it's kind of interesting. So I'm going to show you really quick a couple things the super affiliate understands before I show you kind of the results of what happened with our promotion there. Okay, so the super affiliate understands some similar things. They understand the earnings per click, they understand the arbitrage, but they also understand that if you create or if you work with a system, you can promote one link and not just get one check. Okay, normally I sell an offer, I get 1 check, but they can promote a system and get up to 5 checks at once. Okay, and they also promote programs that pay out on multiple tiers, because when they do that, that's how you start leveraging not just yourself, but you start leveraging other people, you start leveraging other people's traffic. And we found a really cool way to leverage other people's traffic. I'll show you here in a second. Okay, so that's what if super affiliates really understand it, is that kind of a concept. Okay, so let me show you. So again, example number 1 was Plug-in Profit site. And now I want to preface that when we first launched this with Stone, he had this website that literally, I think he made it in 1988. And I thought it was really like the ugliest site in the world, but that's what we promoted to our list. And from that list, that's where we got the 1,138 clicks to the site. And at first, it was kind of slow. I was like, this didn't really work. Stone gets it. He starts making these websites, and people sign up for these 5 programs underneath me, and this process starts happening. And I kind of just missed it for a little while. And then about a week and a half later, Stone said, hey, just so you know, your earnings are up to like $18,000. And I'm like, really? So I got kind of a little more engaged. I said, well, show me how it works. So he started showing me behind the scenes and what happened and how people are upgrading, what he was doing to get them to upgrade. I thought, that's pretty cool. And so I figured, I started doing the math. I was like, we made $18,000 on 1,100 clicks. That's like $18 a click. Like, that's pretty awesome. And then he called me back or emailed me back probably 2 or 3 weeks later and said, hey, Russell, you're up to $45,000. I'm like, what? And he said, yeah, we have this whole system in the back end that's upgrading people, and it's doing really well right now. You're at $45,000. And I was like, what in the world? And they did it again. And after 3 or 4 iterations of that, we'd gotten the profits up to over $100,000. And so I went back to Stone. I said, look, Stone, your site is the ugliest thing on earth. Please, I beg you, let me rewrite your sales letter and make this thing look nice for you, because I'm killing it right now and I want to make a lot more money with this. So he said, sure. So I went back, redid the whole site, made a new version for him. And since then, we've been able to really tweak it. And I'm going to give you guys a link to this here in a little bit. But the Plug and Profit site is really interesting for a couple of reasons. First off, the offer is you're giving someone a free money-making website. Okay, and we found that offer works amazing in solo ads and in Facebook and a lot of other places. So it converts really, really good. But when someone signs up for it, they join 5 different programs. And I get commissions on all 5 of those programs through multiple tiers, which is how we're quickly able to go from $18,000 to $45,000 to $127,000 because people are using this system. Very interesting. Okay. Now, after we saw the success with this, we went back and I said, look, I love Stone's system, but I got a couple ideas and tweaks for how I would do a system. And so we built a system called the 20-minute payday system. And I'm actually going to give you guys all a free account to this here towards the end of the webinar. But 20-minute payday is very similar as well. It allows you to, you basically, you get a free account. When you get your account, you sign up for 3 different programs. All these programs pay out very, very high. But then also there's this really cool thing on the back end is when you get anybody to subscribe to the site or to any of the autoresponders, we built out an autoresponder sequence that goes on for years. And every time I create a new product ever in the future, we email that list through your affiliate link and you get paid on it as well. So it's this really cool system. We're still testing long-term EPCs, but I think people are going to get EPCs that are higher than anything that they've ever seen ever. And it's really cool. But these systems like this are very, very powerful because you promote one link and you can get multiple different checks. And that's, again, one of the big secrets behind affiliate evolution. This is how you go from making $1 or $2 EPC to $50 or $100 or $200 EPC by understanding that you promote a system. The system's going to do a couple things. First off, it's going to make it so you don't just get one check, you get multiple checks. Second off, there's usually a very strong follow-up system that gets people to sign up for the programs internally, plus to upgrade inside of each of those programs, which makes you more money. Plus, like I said, in 20-minute payday, we have built out a whole autoresponder sequence that continually will be promoting every single product or service we ever create, and you get paid commissions on every single one of those. You guys see how powerful that is? And when you see how awesome it is, you're gonna love it. I'm gonna actually show you it here in a little bit, but I wanted you to kind of understand the power of systems. Okay. All right. So the systems are important, but there's more behind it than just that. Okay. Because a lot of people have seen Stone site. A lot of people have seen 20-minute payday at this point, and some people are getting really good results, and people are getting amazing results. So what are the other evolution points that shift you from making good EPCs to amazing EPCs? There's a couple of secrets we found out that I want to share with you as well. Okay, so secret number 3, we're going to talk about conversion evolution. Okay, is that another cool evolution picture, you guys? I'm trying to find cool ones here to keep us all excited about the evolution concept. So conversion evolution. Now, this one's kind of fun. There's 2 big secrets that we kind of stumbled upon that make this work. And I promise you that at first they're going to be counterintuitive, but long term they're going to be really, really fun, and you guys are going to enjoy it. It makes this whole internet marketing thing exciting. Okay, so the first thing I want to share with you guys is something I learned from one of my really close buddies. His name's Dagan Smith. Dagan is my brother from another mother. He posted that on Facebook the other day, so I'm taking that. Dagan's awesome. He lives out in DC, and he's also a wrestler just like me, so we kind of hit off that. Plus, we're both probably the biggest marketing nerds in the world. We get on the phone and talk for hours about like funnels and sequences and all this nerdy stuff. But it's really fun. Okay, so one day I'm talking to Dagan. He said, "Dude, Russell, you got to check out this thing." He's like, "I was talking to John Allness. John tells me he sends out 2 emails a day. John said he talked to Matt Fury. Matt Fury sends out 2 emails a day. They said they started doing that, changed their whole business forever." He's like, "I started doing it. Check this out." And he showed me his stats. And both of these months, they were not doing any kind of outside promotions. They weren't doing anything. All he did is he shifted from sending out 1 daily email to 2 daily emails. You look at the first month, he made $93,000, which is not shabby by any stretch of the imagination. But month number 2, where he started sending out 2 emails a day, he shifted to $177,000. That's like $86,000 increase, something like that. And that's without a promotion, without anything. The only thing difference was went from sending out 1 email a day to 2 emails a day. Okay, and the way that it typically works, the way that Matt Fury does it and John does it and Dagan do it, in the morning typically you send out a content email where you share some really cool ideas, some cool tips, and then in the afternoon you send out more of a sales email. Okay, you entertain them and excite them by the morning, and then you ask them for money at night. And that's kind of how this 2 email a day thing works. And as you can see here, it works really, really good. And I've been trying to implement this in all of my businesses, and it's been kind of hard, honestly, but we're getting closer and closer. Most of our businesses now have this implemented. Our .com secrets of business is kind of the last one we have, mainly because it takes like 8 hours for my emails to get sent out right now anyway. Our list is so big, and so it's kind of hard to do it twice a day, but we will be shifting to this as well. Okay, and so the first thing I want to say is, when you get somebody to join your squeeze page or join your funnel in one of these systems, you want to be contacting them a lot more than you think. Okay, you can almost double your profits by emailing them more often. Okay, that's a big secret, you guys, that not many people know. Very few people are doing it, but if you do it, you can make a lot of money. Okay, now what I'm going to show you guys in the 20-minute payday system, we will already be sending out a sales email for you a day. And they're entertaining, exciting sales emails. They're not like blatant pitches, but there'll be one email already happening. So you're on your side of this. If you can send out one email a day that'll complement the other email we're sending out each day, it'll double how much money you guys are making. Okay? That's what you guys are saying, Russell, I have no idea how to send out an email a day. So I'm going to show you guys the secret that we're doing that make it so we can send out an email a day, and it's fun and it's engaging and it gets our subscribers. It gets them to the point where they not only are they engaged, but they look forward to our emails every single day. They read them, they forward them, they pass them on to their friends. It's really actually one of the most interesting things I've ever seen. So it's very important to understand this. So the way you design your other email, your content email, is what we call a Seinfeld email. Okay, and I call it that because who here remembers this episode? This is the episode. It was called The Pitch. Okay, and they were pitching NBC on a TV show. And earlier before this webinar, I actually went and I found the script from this scene and the scene after, and I want to actually read them to you because I think it'll be funny. Okay, so this is a conversation at the coffee shop between George and Jerry. So they just had a conversation about salsa, if you guys remember this episode. And then at the end, and before this, they're trying to figure out like what should our show be about? What should Jerry the show be about? And so then George comes up and says, "See, that should have been a show. This is a show." Jerry said, "What?" He said, "This, just talking." "Yeah, right. No, I'm serious. I think it's a good idea. Just talking? What's the show about? It's about nothing. No story? No, forget the story." And then Jerry says, "You've got to have a story." George says, "Who says you got to have a story? Remember when we were waiting for the table at the Chinese restaurant at that time? That could be a TV show. And who's on the show? Who are the characters?" George said, "I'll be a character." Jerry said, "You? Yeah, you could base a character on me. So on the show, there's a character named George Costanza." "Yeah, and then, yeah, there's something wrong with that? I'm a character. People always saying, you know what, you're quite a character. And who else is on the show? Elaine could be a character. Kramer, now he's a character. So everybody I know is a character on the show." "Right. And it's about nothing. Absolutely nothing. So you're saying I go into NBC and I tell them I got this idea for a show about nothing." George says, "No, we go into NBC." Jerry, "We? Since when are you a writer?" George scoffs. "Writer? We're talking about a sitcom." "Okay, so you want to go with me to NBC?" "Yeah, I really think we got something here." "What have we got?" George says, "An idea." "What's the idea?" "An idea for a show." "I still know what the idea is. It's about nothing, right? Everybody's doing something. We're going to do nothing. So we're going to go to NBC and tell them we've got an idea for a show about nothing." "Exactly." They say, "What's your show about?" I say, "Nothing." There you go. And then Jerry says, "I think you may be onto something here." Okay, so they have this whole conversation about they want to start a show about nothing, about just what's happening in their daily lives. Okay, so then they go into NBC to go pitch it, and Jerry's kind of like stumbling upon his words, and George interrupts and says, "Jerry, may I?" And Jerry says, "Go ahead." George said, "I think I can sum up the show for you with one word: nothing." "Nothing?" "Yes, nothing." "What does it mean?" "The show's about nothing." "Well, it's not about nothing." No, it's about nothing." "Well, maybe in philosophy, but even nothing is something." So Susan says, "What's the premise?" "Well, I was saying I would play myself as a comedian living in New York. I have a friend, a neighbor, an ex-girlfriend, which is all true." And then George cuts in, "Yeah, but nothing happens on the show. You see, it's just like life. You know, you eat, you go shopping, you read, you eat, you read, you go shopping." And then the guy says, You read on the show?" And Jerry said, "Well, I don't know about reading, but we discuss the reading." "All right, so tell me about the stories. What kind of stories?" And then George says, "Oh, no stories." "No stories? What's it about?" "Well, what'd you do today?" "I got up and came to work." "See, there you go. That's a show." "How's that a show?" Anyway, they go on and on. And so I'm sure you guys remember that episode. It was just the funniest thing in the world that they wanted to start a show about nothing. Okay, and you look at the show Seinfeld, it was all about nothing. And that kind of humor and that kind of concept is what engages people today. Look at YouTube. We are definitely like a YouTube generation, and the majority of things that are entertaining us are about nothing. Look at reality TV, like the shows I watch. It's sad to say, but they're all about nothing. Okay, but it gets people engaged, and so for us, what we're finding that works the best is every single day we send out an email about nothing. Okay, that's what we call them, our daily Seinfeld emails. We send out an email about nothing. So you might say, well, what's the emails about? Well, literally, it's about what happened to you today. Just like he said right here. You woke up, you go to work, you ate some food, you read a book. That's what the show's about. That's what the emails are about. Okay. So for example, this would be a typical like email that I would send out. And this is an example that happened yesterday morning, actually. So yesterday morning, I woke up, I got a phone call, and the phone call was, I picked up the phone, it was like 7:30 in the morning. He said, hello, and said, hey, can I speak to Dallin? I said, well, Dallin is my 7-year-old son. How can I help you? And he said, oh, well, somebody filled out a job application for Dallin yesterday, and I was calling just to talk to him. But if he's a 7-year-old son, I'll take him off our mailing list. So I hung up the phone, confused that who in the world would give, fill out a job application for my son. My wife wandered in a few minutes later, and I told the story to her, and she started laughing hysterically. And she said, well, Dallin's trying to figure out how to make some extra money. And so he was doing chores around the house because he wants to buy a Wii U. That's his whole goal in life right now, is a Wii U. So he was doing chores around the house, and he said, I need to get a job. So he went online, went in Google and typed in jobs for kids. A form came up. He went and asked my wife and said, hey, what's our phone number? What's our address? And he typed in the whole thing, and he clicked submit, and he basically filled out a job application form online. My 7-year-old son, okay? And because he wanted to figure out a way to make money. Now, that makes me laugh because my entire business is teaching people how to make money online, and I could have very easily showed Dallin how to actually make money, just like I can show you how to make money. To find out how to make more money, go to www.whatever.com, okay? Do you guys see what I just did right there? I took a funny thing that happened to me during the day, I told a story about it, and then I weaved that back into my core product, okay? So for this one, if 20-Minute Payday was my core product I was promoting, I would say, what I should have told Dallin is that that there's a very simple system online that I use called 20-Minute Payday, where he has to log in, do a couple actions each day, and when he does that, boom, he'll start making money on autopilot. And then I showed Dallin 20minutepayday.com, and he got started. Just like you, if you haven't got started yet, log in 20-Minute Payday, upgrade all your accounts, and get started today. Okay, that'd be an idea of how I would structure a daily Seinfeld email. Okay, so for all you guys, your first homework assignment for right now is I want you to think about what happened in your day today that you could create a daily Seinfeld email about. Okay, again, now it's a random story. It could be something funny, it could be something scary, it could be something stupid, it could be something you saw on TV, it could be a commercial you saw, it could be whatever. It doesn't really matter. All matters is that you tell an engaging story, and then you somehow tie that back to the product or service that you're selling. Okay, now in the how to make money market, usually the daily Seinfeld emails are tied to the concept of like lifestyle things. So like, hey, today I was able to do this because I made extra money on the internet. Or today I was able to go and blow well, for me, we were able to blow $630 on fireworks the other day because I have my own online business, and that's not that much money when you make a lot of money. And now we're gonna go blow stuff up. Like just look at the lifestyle things that are happening. Anything that your business has been able to do, talk about that every single day. Like, hey, I slept in today till noon. First off, because I wanted to, and second off, because I could, and it's so great. I sleep in every morning till noon because I can. In fact, here's some funny thing that we saw on Regis and Kelly. I guess Regis isn't around anymore. We saw it on Regis today, and back when I had a job, I wasn't able to watch Regis because I had to be at the office by 6. But now I'm able to hang out in bed with my wife, watching TV, and it's all because of 20minutepayday.com. You see, guys, how this kind of works? It's just finding things in your life, relating them, telling the story, and pushing them back. But it literally could be as dumb as, here's why I slept in this morning. That's the subject line. Body, because I can. Are you able to sleep in each morning? If not, go to 20minutepayday.com and get upgrade right now. Okay, and that's it. And every single day, if you guys wake up and literally spend 20 minutes a day, which is why, by the way, we call the system 20-minute payday. Spend 20 minutes a day writing a short Seinfeld email, send it out to your autoresponder, and you're done. And that alone will engage your audience and double your sales. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how we're going to be driving traffic and building your list and all those other kind of things. Your main goal is to write a daily Seinfeld email. If you can log in each day and do just that, you will take your conversions from what they are and you will double them. Just like I showed you on Dagan's slide right there. The 2 emails a day will double how much money you're making. Now, if you don't do these, you'll still make money. The system will follow up, will close sales for you. But if you want to double how much money you make, you need to be doing daily emails. So just make that part of your commitment. Every single morning I wake up, first thing I do is I log into my autoresponder, I send out my daily Seinfeld email, and then boom, I'm done. Okay, and if you do that every single day consistently, that clockwork, you could double your EPCs instantly. You guys see how powerful that is? It's such a simple, easy process, but it gets people to relate to you. It gets them interested in you. It gets them opening your emails, reading your emails, engaging with you. They're going to follow you on Facebook. They're going to want to, read about you on your blog. But just those daily emails it's the lifeblood of a business. Okay, so commit to me, guys, right now that you're all going to start sending out daily Seinfeld emails. And if you're using our system, again, we want 2 emails a day if possible. So your email is the daily Seinfeld one, and we'll do the promotional one. And that way you never have to sell anything. You just log in each day, write your funny story, click send, and go on your way. Okay? All right, so that is the next secret. Now I want to take you guys to secret number 4. Okay, we've been on for about 50 minutes. I got 2 more secrets to share with you guys, and then I'm going to share with you how to get resale rights and also how to get part of the $10,000 a month I'm going to be spending to promote you. So there's 2 more things I want to share. Secret number 4 is traffic evolution. Okay, and this is really like one of the big keys, you guys, because again, going from a $20 EPC to a $40 EPC or to an 80 or 100 is all about duplication. Okay. Now this traffic there's a 2-step process. Okay, and the first step, a lot of you guys have heard me talk about a lot. And so I'm going to share kind of the concept briefly, but the second step is really what drives this thing. Okay, so secret number 1 is you have to start doing solo ads. Okay, solo ads are the fastest, easiest, best way to get traffic online, especially in how to make money, work from home niche. Okay, the way I first learned about this, we had a guy named John Martinelli who came and did an internship for me, and he was out here. And he showed up. The guy's got worse ADD than I do. It's kind of funny, but he showed up. And he's like, hey, Russell, I had this idea for a product last night. I created it. He's like, I already sold $600 worth of it, and I just posted that site on Flippa, and someone's going to buy it for like $5,000. I'm like, what? I'm like, how'd you get $600? You don't even have an email list. He said, well, there's a whole bunch of guys that have solo ad lists. So I just went, I bought a solo ad. I sent 1,000 clicks to it. From that 1,000 clicks, I made $600. And based on that, I'm selling out the site, and we made a profit. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So we go through that day, we work. The next morning, he wakes up again, comes in. Hey, Russell, last night I had an idea. I threw up the site really quick. I bought some solo ads, and boom, I made $300 last night. And I was like, what in the world? And every single time he had an idea, over that like 2 weeks he was here at our office, he'd have an idea, he'd buy a solo ad, and boom, instantly he would get traffic and sales, like within minutes of him making the site live. And I was like, that is like the easiest, coolest way I've ever seen to drive traffic. I'd never done it to that point. And so we started going and started finding out all the solo ad providers, and we ended up getting a list of about 100 different people. And for the next, I'd say probably next 18 months, we did no other traffic generation than solo ads. I stopped doing joint ventures, I stopped doing pay-per-click, stopped doing Facebook, just all we did was solo ads. And our revenue from just solo ads, I believe that year was about $3 million. And so solo ads are awesome. It's amazing fuel. And it's one of the greatest things in the world. So the first step, every time you have a new offer, or you buy into a system, or you get into it, we talked about earlier, the Homo sapien thing, right? Instead of like seeing an offer and buying it and getting all excited, step back and you see an offer and saying, can I promote that? Boom, there's solo ads I can buy right here. That thing looks like it's converting great. Therefore, I can spend $1 a click, so I'm going to make $3 a click, or $10 a click, or $20 a click. And when you understand solo ads, you understand that you can get that traffic whenever you want. You know exactly what you're going to pay for it, and it's there. Okay, so those who don't know what solo ads are, basically there are hundreds of people out there who have huge email lists of anywhere from 20,000 people up to 5 or 6 million people. And you can go to these email lists and you can buy clicks inside their email. So you say, I want to send 1,000 clicks to my website, and they'll say, okay, you got to pay 50 cents a click, or $1 a click, or $2 a click, depending on who the advertiser is. You pay that, you give them the email you want to send out, that person sends the email out, and boom, that traffic comes to your site. It's literally like the easiest thing, just works like clockwork. Okay, and so we do solo ads like crazy, and it's a great tool. So that's one thing, is you guys need to be doing solo ads. Okay, but now the evolution of this, and this is where if you understand this concept, it'll blow your mind and it'll take you to the next level. Okay, now in any program you're in that's worth promoting, so we talk about things that are 2 tiers or multiple tiers, okay? The type of programs that super affiliates like to promote, because not only they get paid off their sales, they get paid off other people's sales. In any of those types of programs, you make more money when people down below you start promoting as well. But a lot of times, you may learn internet marketing, you may learn solo ads, you may get good at whatever it is, but you recruit people in and then they aren't able to go in and do the same thing, right? That happens all the time. And so one day I was talking to Dagan about this, and Dagan said, well, just do what I do. I said, all right, well, what do you do? And he said, I create ad co-ops. And I said, all right. I said, well, I'm like, I heard of ad co-ops back in the day. When I was first getting in this business, people doing with like postcard co-ops and things like that, where basically they would say, hey, I'm sending a postcard out to 30,000 people. If you throw in $1,000, we'll 1,000 of those people, both postcards will go out to your, with your ID on it, whatever, without, whatever it was. And I saw it, I said, well, that's kind of a cool idea, but I'm like, but that doesn't make sense. Like, how does that work? And so Dagan came back and said, let me tell you my story. He said, when I first got in this business, he said, I didn't have a lot of money. He said, so I built a team of probably 5 or 6 guys, and I was driving traffic. He said, but I had no money, so it went really, really slow. I could only spend $100 a month or so, and it was slow. And he said, and then one day I found that, I think it was, and I may be butchering the story a little bit, but the concept's the same. He said, one day I found an ad that was, like $3,000 for an ad. He's like, I wanted to buy it, but I couldn't afford it. He said, that night I had an idea. What if I email those 5 or 6 guys on my team, and I just say, hey, there's an ad for $3,000. I want to buy it, but I can only afford $500. If anyone else wants to chip in, we'll just kind of, we'll share this ad. We'll all chip in, and then we'll just set up a rotator where a percentage of each of that traffic goes to different people's links. And so we set that thing up, paid the $3,000 for an ad, and I think they added like 40 or 50 or 60 people to their team from that ad. Boom, they had joined their team. They went back to those 40, 50, 60 people and said the same thing. Hey guys, we're doing ad co-op this week. If you want to throw in some money, you can do that as well. And he did that, and boom, all of a sudden their ad budget doubled. And then it doubled again, and doubled again, to the point where they were able to spend $20,000, $30,000 a month in ads, because everyone was kind of taking a piece of that, of those costs. Okay, so Dagan told me that, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool. And so we decided to put together our very first co-op. And the way we structured it, I did a deal with a list broker. I said, hey, I want to buy $20,000 worth of clicks. And then I went back to my members and I said, look, we're going to buy an ad out here. We're going to buy 20,000 clicks. If you're interested in being part of it, it's $250 to be part of this co-op. And we put it out there. And within a day, we had $38,000 people would send us. So I'm freaking out. $38,000, like, wow, that's a lot of ads. So I called the list broker. I said, okay, we've got $38,000. Can you bump our clicks from $20,000 to $40,000? He said, yeah, sure. So he bumps it up. Over the next week or so, money kept coming in, and by the time we went live, we had over, I think it was like $86,000 people had sent us to be part of this co-op. Then we went back to the media buyer. Because we were buying so many ads, we got a huge screaming discount. We sent out the links, and everyone that was involved in that co-op got tons of leads and sales and members, and we started growing exponentially ever since then. And these co-ops are just one of the most powerful things in the world. Okay, and so for you guys, when you get involved in a system like this, there's 2 steps. Okay, again, step number 1, you got to be buying solo ads. But as soon as you start bringing people in, you got to work with those people and set up co-ops, because most of those guys are going to be scared to death to buy solo ads. But if you know how to buy solo ads, it becomes really, really easy. Just say, hey, I'll buy the ad for you. You just chip in some money, I'll buy the ad, and it'll drive traffic for you. And most people will be so relieved that you're going to buy it as opposed to them, they'll jump right in. Like I said, $86,000 we made from our very first co-op, and that 100% went back into ads, and it just blew up our company. And so that kind of 2-step process is the evolution of traffic, you guys. Getting your own traffic, but then doing co-ops with the teams you bring in. That's how you raise the CPC, again, from $20 to $80 to $100 to $200 and more. Okay, setting up and running these co-ops. Okay, all right. So that was secret number 4. Now we've got secret number 5, which is the super affiliate evolution. Okay. Real quick, before I move on, are you guys loving this so far? Are you getting some good ideas? Are you kind of seeing how to take yourself from a typical affiliate to a super affiliate? If you are, give me a big heck yeah over in the comment field. I want some heck yeahs before I'm going to move on. All right, cool. Okay, so secret number 5, super affiliate evolution. I'm actually going to paintbrush this one out. If you've ever been on a training with me before, you know that I love Microsoft Paint. Because I can illustrate my concept so much easier. So I want to kind of just map out this process for you guys again. Okay, so it all begins with a system. Okay, and there's two systems I recommend. One is the Plug and Profit site, and one is our 20-minute payday. I actually do both. Okay, I promote Stones because it's a free website. I do mine because it converts well. So we do both of them. The nice thing is in Stone's has got 5 programs inside of his that you have to join. In mine, 3 of the programs, I have 3 programs, and 2 of them are the same. So you can join just one or the, you can join, say you only have money to join 2 programs, you can join the 2 core programs and then use both sites. Because you don't have to join all 5 programs to be able to use it, if that makes sense. You'll find out, you'll understand that more as we get deeper into this. So the first thing is you create a system, okay? The system equals money, okay? You then come back and you purchase solo ads to drive people into the system. They'll come right here and they're going to join. After they join the system, they're going to go and they're going to join the different income streams. So again, inside 20-minute payday, there's 3 income streams. So they join all of these, and each of these income streams, they're upgrades, and you get paid commissions on all of these different upgrades. Okay, so right now, again, typically when you promote an offer, someone buys it and you get paid commissions once. Here, you get paid commissions 3 times. Okay, so already out of the gate, boom, you're tripling your money just by doing this. Okay, and usually it's actually more than that, because what we found is when people are involved in the system like this, their upgrade rate is so much higher in the upsells. We're getting people like 40, 50, 60% conversion rate upsells because they're part of the system. They can see how they can make money with that. Okay. Okay, so that's step number 1. That's what's going to take you at least 3 times your EPCs right there. Okay. Now, the second step is then you come back, and as people join this, they're joining your team. Okay, so here's your, see, I'll make your team over here in green. So here is your team of people. These are people that are with you, that love you and care about you and want to make money with you. Okay, and so they come in here. Now you're going to be coming obviously from your own link, and you're going to be buying solo ads into here. That's one thing. Okay, and I recommend doing consistent solo ads to drive people into here. But the second thing is then you come back to your team and you set up co-ops to bring your team back, and they start driving traffic as well. And again, because all these programs back here are multi-tier, when any of these dudes over here make any money, boom, guess what? You make money as well. Okay. Now what's cool is that while this is a 3-time increase, you just back here increase your EPCs by like 10 times, because now you got a whole bunch of people all driving traffic and all making money for you as well. Okay, and that is kind of the super affiliate evolution, you guys. Going away from just the typical, in fact, let me show you the typical affiliate model that let me see, that we use for years. Excuse me, that we use for years. Our typical affiliate model was this, where we'd go and we would drive traffic to a squeeze page, and after the squeeze page, we would sell them a product. Okay, that was typically it. And then we'd have an email follow-up sequence that would sell this one, and then after a couple emails, you would go and you would sell the second product, and we sell a third product, and eventually your EPs get higher and higher, but it takes a long time, right? This is your timeline. Whereas this one back here, oops, let me find my other paintbrush. This one back here, it happens a lot faster. Okay. Now the other cool thing about the 20-minute payday system that I mentioned before, you guys, is when you bring someone into this system right here, they join the list. Then we have a whole follow-up system that closes them on all 3 of these different programs for you, and gets them to upgrade, which increases your commissions. Okay. Plus, every other product we create, we add those products in this follow-up sequence, and we promote them through your affiliate link, and you get paid commissions if and when people buy any of those products as well. Okay. And this really, guys, like I said, is how we've gone from $1 EPC, to right now we're seeing within 90 days upwards of $200 EPC on most of these campaigns. Okay, and that's really the power behind what I wanted to show you guys today. Is that pretty cool? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now there's a couple other things I want to show you guys, but it all starts with this picture. Who here feels a little bit like this? This is like literally, I think, my favorite picture I've ever found online ever. I use it in most of my presentations because every time I give a presentation, people always say, "Russell, you talk so fast. I feel like I had a fire hose in my mouth." And so when I found this picture, it just kind of illustrated exactly how I'm sure a lot of you guys feel right now, and that's okay. So I'm going to guys walk you through the process right now of how you can use these systems we've created to really make a lot of money quickly. Okay, so this is the step-by-step process, you guys. And the first step comes back to the core of why a lot of you guys got on this webinar. you wanted to get resale rights to my new product. So step number one is we're going to give you guys now resale rights to Affiliate Evolution. Okay. Now to get your resale rights is very simple. All you need to do is go to affiliateevolution.com/go. Or if you're watching the recording of this, it's probably already in the members area, which means you already have resale rights inside the members area. But if you don't have it right now, this is where you guys are going to go. Okay. Now you don't have to go there right now because I'm going to walk you through the steps, but just get ready in a minute. You're going to be going to affiliateevolution.com/go. Now let me show you what that site looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like when you go inside here. Here is what the members area of Affiliate Evolution looks like. Right here in the top is the webinar, and if you click on this on Quick Start Tour, it'll walk you through this whole process so you can see it. But basically, the first step here is these are the two systems that we recommend. These are the two that I promote every single day that are making me the most money possible. You can join one of them, you can join neither of them, you can join both of them. But if you join them, what's cool, remember I told you guys get resale rights to this product. So if you join them, you come in here, you join 20-minute payday, you upgrade, you sign up for the things you want to, and then you save your username right here and you click save. And then what happens is when you resell Affiliate Evolution, somebody buys the product and they come in the members area and they see 20-minute payday and they sign up for it, they're all those people are going to be added to your team. That means you're going to make all the money off them. Does that make sense? Same thing with Plug and Profit site. You come over here, you join Plug and Profit site, you get your free website, then you save your ID right here, you click save, and when you do that, every time you sell a copy of Affiliate Evolution, when somebody comes back to this page and they go and they sign up for either of these, boom, they'll be put in your downline and you'll keep all the money from those people. Is that exciting? Hope that gets you guys pumped up because people always ask for that. We've never had it before in a resale rights package like this where when somebody buys it, you get paid on the upgrades. Okay, so that's kind of cool. So what I recommend is for you guys, again, as soon as this webinar is over, is go to affiliateevolution.com/go and then come in here, and this is how you can go get started with 20-minute payday. This is the one I recommend the most. This is one we've created that I think is awesome. Plug and Profit site's also awesome. So sign up for both of these programs, or one of them at least. And again, like I said, one thing that's kind of cool is that there's a lot of programs that are in 20-minute payday that are also in Plug and Profit site. So if you join 20-minute payday and then you come Plug and Profit site, and let's say you don't join any new programs, but you just plug in the programs that are the same as 20-minute payday, that's fine because you'll still make money off those 2 or 3 programs inside of here. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Okay. If not, just go through the process and sign up and it'll all make sense. Second thing is here's all of your resale rights package information. Right here when you click, this will download the sales page. It'll be a zip file. You take that zip file, you upload it to your own web host, and put in your own PayPal button or your own order button. And when somebody purchases it, with most shopping carts, it asks you what your thank you page URL. This is your thank you page URL. Each one of you guys have a very specific thank you page URL that tracks people back to you. So just inside of PayPal or ClickBank or your merchant account, whatever you use that as your thank you page URL. And that way when somebody buys, they'll be taken to this page, they'll create their account, and then boom, this account will be hard-coded with your links for these 2 programs. Does that make sense, you guys? That way you're getting paid in all of them. The other thing is you can click right here and see your members, see people that have purchased. You can see them in there. You can cancel their accounts. You can delete them. You can call them and contact them and say, hey, you need to upgrade. You need to, whatever it is. But all of your leads you'll be able to see inside of here. So you can go in there and you can get these people everything they need to upgrade, so you can make the max amount of commissions on everything you're doing. Okay, so that's kind of our member management system. And then down here is one other cool thing, which is our Affiliate Evolution Platinum License Program, which I think I talk about it on the next slide. Yeah, so step number 2 is I want to highly recommend for all you guys, when you get your free account at affiliateevolution.com/go, when you go to that account, there's going to be an upsell. And the upsell is something that I really think you should get for 2 reasons. First off, it's a 4-week training series I'm doing called How to Go from $0 to $5,000 a month within 30 days using one of these kind of systems. Okay, it's a 4-week intensive training I'm going to go through where I'm going to show you step by step exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to show you the sequences, the emails, the solo ad vendor, everything I'm doing. I'm going to show you guys, and you'll get that as part of it. Okay, that's the first part. Is that training is amazing. The second part is if you purchase this training, then you will also get a license to resell this upsell. Okay, now this upsell sells for $597, and you make a $500 commission on every single one that you sell. Does that make sense? And so the reason why it's important is because when you are reselling, the Affiliate Evolution system, as soon as they create their account, there's going to be an upsell. And right now we're seeing between 20 and 30% of people are taking that upsell for $597. And when they do, you'll get $500 commission on that. Okay. Now, if you don't upgrade, then those commissions will go to the person that brought you in. So they'll go to me or they'll go to somebody else, which is fine too. I don't mind getting those commissions, but you deserve them. You brought the customer in. So we highly, highly, highly recommend you upgrade. Again, it's just $597 to get the license program. And when you get that, again, when any of your members get that, you'll get a $500 commission. So if you get one commission, boom, you're almost break even. You get your second commission, that's what, $403 in profit. Your third commission, boom, just $500 in your bank account. Okay. Now, like I said, what we're seeing from our early testing is about 2 to 3, so between 20 and 30% of people who buy this front end product are buying that upgrade. So if you sell 10 of the front end product a month and you get 30% upgrade, that's $1,500 a month. Okay, what $1,500 a month do for you, you guys? Okay, it's pretty significant. So that's kind of recommend. You don't have to do that; it's not required, but it will make you a lot more money from your reseller license if you do it. Plus, the training is awesome. Okay, so that's step number 2. Step number 3 now is after you've gone through that, then you need to go get your 20-minute payday account. Okay, so you come right here, you click here to sign up. It's gonna take you to 20-minute payday. I'm gonna show you really quick kind of the members area. So you join 20-minute payday. This is what it looks like inside the members area. And when you're in here, a lot of really cool stuff. First thing, you join income stream number 1. You click here. There's gonna be a little video that explains how it all works. So you watch this video right here. After you watch the video, you sign up, you save your ID, boom. Then you go to step number 2. Same thing, you're going to watch a video. You're going to put your ID in there, you click save, boom. Then you go to income stream number 3. You watch the video, save your ID, boom. And then you click right here to activate your income streams. And this is where the magic happens. This will make sure all the income streams are right. If they are, you come in here, you put in your password for the autorespond, you click activate income streams, and boom, our system will go out there. It'll go into your autoresponder. It'll set up all of your email address or all of your autoresponder sequence with all these affiliate links hard coded into it. And it does a bunch of amazing stuff, and that's really the key. As soon as you've signed up for 3 income streams, activate those accounts, boom, the autoresponder sequence will be built, and now all you got to do is start driving traffic. And when you drive traffic, we'll do all the follow-up, the closing, the sales for you. Again, you're still responsible for the daily Seinfeld emails, but we'll do all of the sales emails to convert your people into buyers. Is that pretty awesome, you guys? Okay, now there's a couple other things I want to go through that are awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, the next is step number 4. This is the $120,000 co-op. And if you guys remember the very beginning of this, I talked about how I'm going to spend $10,000 a month to promote your business, right? You guys still want me to spend $10,000 a month to promote your business? Okay, if you do, it's very, very simple. All you got to do is come in here to 20-minute payday. After you've gotten your link, this would be your affiliate link up here. You come in here to the 120K co-op. You log in right here. You fill out this form. You click submit, and boom. I will put you into a co-op where basically, again, I'm spending $10,000 a month. So this is how, let me show you how this is all going to work. It's really fun. Okay, so here's a new paintbrush, or new paint, I mean. Okay, so the way it works is I am spending $10K a month. Okay, this is my ad budget. Then you come in here and you say, Russell, I want to be part of this co-op. So you sign up right here. And then other guy signs up, and then another gal signs up, and we end up getting, let's say, 100 people that join the co-op this month. Okay, so when the ad goes out, and we have an ad rotator, so that the very first click goes to the first person. Second click goes to the second person. Third person goes to the third. Fourth to fourth. It goes through all the way to the end, and when it's done, it starts back over, and the next goes back to you again, and the next person, okay? Now this service I'm doing right here, you guys, is free. It doesn't cost you a penny. Completely 100,000,000% free. All you have to do is just come right here and submit your link. Now you have to submit your link every month, because every month I'm writing another check for $10,000, and I want to make sure that you're still active. So every month I would go into your Google Calendar or Outlook and put a notification that pops up every month saying, go into 20-minute payday and give Russell my link so that he can send me more traffic. But if you do that every month for the next year, I will have sent $120,000 worth of ads to your site for free. Okay, fill out that form. That's about it. Very simple, you guys. Now the other thing is those ads are coming to you guys for free. But if you are aggressive like me and you want to grow this business faster, we also set up a really cool co-op right here. If you click here to get more clicks. Yeah, click here to get more clicks. If you click on this is a co-op I set up, or excuse me, with our media buyer. You click right here, and there's gonna be a form that'll kind of explain it to you. But this is where you can buy clicks at a huge discount from proven, tested work-at-home sites. Excuse me. All you do is come right here, you fill out this form at the bottom, and then on the next page, it'll take you to a page that has an order form. You say, I want 100 clicks, I want 1,000 clicks, I want 10,000 clicks, I want 100,000 clicks. You buy them at a huge discount, then you're just going to come back here, give Dagan your affiliate link, and boom, you're done. Okay, so I recommend you guys, what I would do is every month come in here, do the co-op, because I'm going to be spending 10 grand to promote your website, and then come in here and buy a bunch more clicks. Buy whatever you can afford. Buy 100 clicks, buy 1,000, buy 5,000, whatever it is. But that's how you win this game, guys. You keep driving more fuel back into the front of your funnel. Okay, and that's kind of how 20-minute payday works. We also have here a bunch of training. We did a 2-day workshop here in Boise. You can watch all that training right here. We have a bunch of cool squeeze pages for you down here. So if you want to promote any of the squeeze pages, you can click on one. It pops up. You can create tracking links. You can add different autoresponders if you want. You can add tracking links. You can view your stats. Just a bunch of really cool stuff you can do in the system. And again, the system is 100,000,000% free for all you guys. We want you guys using it because it's working for us. This is the funnel we're using right now to make about $200 EPC within 90 days of us sending the click. I think you guys will have good results as well. But the key is coming in here, joining the 3 income streams, activating them, getting into the co-op, buying some traffic, and that's about it, you guys. It really is that simple of a process. It does not need to be more complicated than that. Okay? So if you want part of my $10,000 a month budget, say yes really quick in the box. So 10 grand a month, that's $120,000 a year. I've committed to this for at least a year. If it works, I'm going to keep on doing it. But for at least a year, I've committed to 10 grand a month to promote your business. Okay? So if nothing else, if you say, Russell, I hate you, you're annoying, I hope you die, still log into the site, click on the 120 co-op, throw your link in there because it's free traffic I'm sending to you. Okay, now what's cool is I don't care if, let's say income stream number 2 is Pure Leverage. Let's say you join Pure Leverage under somebody else. I don't care. I don't care who you join under. Just come in here, plug in your ID, and boom, I'll send traffic to you. If you join Empower Network, which is income stream number 1 under somebody else, I don't care. Just plug in your ID, click send, and boom, we'll start driving traffic to it. Okay, if you haven't joined, I would love for you to join underneath me. But if you already have, I don't really care. Just plug in whatever ID you already have. Okay, and if for whatever reason you don't want to join, well, let's say you don't want to join Empower, just plug in your IDs for these 2 streams. That's fine, and then it'll just plug in the ID of the person who referred you to the site, and that person will get any credit for anyone who buys that product. Okay, so it's very simple and very easy. But go and play with 20-minute payday. This, you guys, you're gonna love it, and it really is, I think, the key to a lot of you guys having success with this. Okay, all right. So that's it, you guys. Pretty simple and easy process. But the first step, all you guys got to focus on right now, because again, I shared 5 or 6 steps. The first step is just go get your Affiliate Evolution resale rights package now. Okay, it's free for you for being on this webinar. It's not going to cost you anything. All you got to do is go to affiliateevolution.com/go. Go to that site, create your account, and boom, you get the resale rights package. And from inside of there, start playing with 20-minute payday and just go through that cycle. And that's about it, you guys. It really is that simple. We got really good training and stuff like that inside the members area and start inside of each of these steps. So just take it one bite at a time. Again, the first step right now is just go get your Affiliate Evolution resale rights package. That is step number 1. Then from inside of there, you'll be taken, to all the other steps we kind of talked about. Okay? So let me ask you guys, we've been going for about a minute or about an hour and 17 minutes. Have you guys enjoyed this so far? Have you got some good ideas? Awesome. We got some really good feedback. Good. You're welcome. I appreciate that, you guys. Cool. I wish you guys could all see the comments coming in. It's kind of fun. Okay, so I want to end this where we began, you guys. I want to end this up here with our Homo sapien. Okay? Hopefully in the last hour and 20 minutes or so, I've opened your eyes to kind of the evolution of where this business is and where there we go, of where this business is and how you can make money in it. Okay, again, the biggest key is for you to break out of being a Homo sapien and becoming a marketer. Looking at each of these things as offers, understanding that you need to pay to buy traffic, but as long as you can pay for less than it costs, if you're paying for less than you're making, that arbitrage is going to win every single day. And that's kind of it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this webinar. I'm gonna have a replay that'll be inside of the members area, so all you have to do is log in here. I will be putting the replay right here so you have a chance to watch this and rewatch as many times as you want. But again, the resale rights package stuff's here, the systems are here. If you guys take advantage of this and really jump into it, you're gonna have the chance to make a lot of money not only quickly but long term and consistently. Okay, so again, the next step for you guys right now is just go to affiliateevolution.com/go. There's nothing to buy there. You can go create your account, and boom, you get access to the entire resale rights package. I created an amazing sales video and sales letter for you in there. Normally, I charge $15,000 to create something like that. You guys get it for free. Just go in there, download it, plug it in, set up on your website, and then if I was you, I'd go buy solo ads. Buy solo ads and promote your resale rights page. There's a lot of money for you to be made just in that alone. And that's kind of the game plan, you guys. If you have any questions, please contact our help desk. I wish I could answer them all right now, but we've got looks like just shy of 1,000 people on right now. We've had 1,000 or more for the entire hour and 20 minutes so far, so we're just shy of that. So I can't answer everyone's questions. They're coming in really fast, and I apologize. But just go through the process, you guys. Spend this weekend kind of going through it, getting signed up for the programs, getting everything into place. But again, the first step right now, you guys, is go to affiliateevolution.com/go, get your resale rights package, because it's really the key that kind of drives the front end of this. And if nothing else, you can make a lot of money just promoting and selling that. Okay? So again, I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the webinar. Go to affiliateevolution.com/go. After you've done that, get in a 20-minute payday, get your account created, and let's start making some money. Take advantage of the $120,000 co-op. I'm writing checks. Might as well have your link in there as well. Doesn't cost you anything. Just jump in there and start playing. All right, and I think that's about it, you guys. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks, everybody.